Hello everyone. Welcome to today's video. Now today I want to show you how you can use Blender MCP together with Claude Code and with Hyperframes to create animated 3D videos just by using AI. And I spent like 4 hours trying to test this out with my community. And there's these really cool like little tricks that you can use to improve not only the quality of your 3D models, but also the prompts, like you describing what you want to actually be animated. And so in today's video, I'm going to be doing a deep dive into that. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive into it. But before we dive into it, I'd love to invite you guys to my community where you can actually, test these things out with me. And we go through workflows similar to this and also talk about different tools and topics and challenges as well. So if you guys are interested in joining that, link is down below. All right, now the first thing that we obviously want to set up here is a brand new Claude Code project. I'm going to open up a new folder and name it Blender Render Video. Claude is going to run it locally and I'm going to hit bypass permissions because that just makes things faster. And we're going to actually start not with Fable 5, but with Opus 4.8. And we're going to start with this weaker model because we just want to set things up in the beginning. And then once everything is properly set up, then we can choose Fable 5 to kind of build out the architecture of what we're trying to achieve here. And so the first prompt that I want to tell Claude is, hey, I would like to use this MCP. And basically what this is this is Blender's official MCP built and maintained by the lab behind Blender. And these are all the different tools that you can do with this MCP. And I actually have a terrific video on how to set this up and how to get started with this MCP. So if you want to check that out, I'll link that video over here somewhere. But once we do that, we can go ahead and hit on submit. And at the meantime, you want to go to blender.org/download if you don't have Blender already and just download the version that fits to your machine. And once you open up Blender, you're going to have something like this. Just want to click somewhere out of this box and select this cube and just hit X and click on delete. And now we have like an empty scene over here. This is just the camera perspective. And this is just like the light. And now what we want to do is we want to click on file. We want to click on save as. We're going to save this project. I'm going to name mine YouTube video, click on save as, and then I'm just going to write Claude Code. Hey, can you see the current project? It says, yes, I can see it. It's called YouTube video blend, which is exactly what we're doing. It sees everything in the project. Okay, perfect. And so once you get this confirmation, we can move on to the next thing. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that Claude Code is again in full screen like this and hit this browser mode. And we're going to search for Sketchfab and we're going to choose this first result over here, sketchfab.com. And we can just explore something randomly. Like right now, let's just choose architecture and we can actually search for a keyword like modern interior design. We can click on, for example, this one that's pretty nice. And we can see that it's like some office view. But the issue here is that this is a pro model, meaning that you have to pay like $15 a month. And so this is where Claude Code comes in handy. So I can go ahead and switch the model to Fable 5. And so I can say, help me look for similar models to this that are free to use in Sketchfab and that we can add to our Blender scene. Make sure that you give me 3 variants before adding anything to our scene. So let's go ahead and submit this. And so we get these different options. So we have option 1, which is this one. It seems like a smaller office space, but similar type of style where we have like the whole room and we actually have something outside the window, which seems pretty interesting. We have this one, which seems to be the lightest. So we can click on this and we get a simple office space. And let's click on small office. And this is like a smaller office room. Let's go back to this one. I like variant 1. So does Fable 5. And so we can say, let's add variant 1 to our Blender project. And so slowly but surely, our model gets added to our Blender project, and I can switch the width of this window and we can hit this to kind of see the materials and shading. Everything seems to look nice and in place, but I feel like this office space is still pretty empty. So what's another really cool thing that we can do with Claude Code is we have this annotate mode where I can annotate different things at the same time. So let's say that our desk is pretty empty and we would want to annotate this over here and we would want to add a laptop, right? So we have a red laptop and let's say that we have over here a mouse and we have a kind of coffee mug over here. And so we can then add this to the chat and then we can continue to annotate. So for example, maybe this wall seems to be pretty empty. So what I can do is I can annotate, let's choose a different color, a blue color. and we can add some type of artwork. So like a very big piece of art over here, click on add to chat. And then maybe on the other wall, I can again go ahead and annotate, choose the green color, and maybe make something a little bit more three-dimensional. So like so, and kind of draw a table and maybe like some flowers on top of the table. Drawing doesn't have to be perfect, but at least you can give Claude the kind of the idea of what you want to add here. And then we can click on add to chat. And so we have these three different images. So we have image 1, we have image 2, and we have image 3. And so in my opinion, it's pretty hard to describe a prompt like this where it's a little bit more complex. You're not changing one thing, you want to change different things at the same time. So I use a tool called Clicky to actually help me prompt in these types of situations. And in order to use Clicky, all you have to do is click two buttons at the same time. You want to click on Control and Option, and then you can start dictating. Hey Clicky, so I need help writing a prompt for Claude Code. In one image, I have a snapshot of the desk, and it has like red drawings on it, a laptop, a mouse on the left side, and a coffee mug on the right side. The second image is a snapshot of a different perspective with a blue drawing that represents artwork. It should be like some type of modern style pop art that it should be hung on the wall. And the third image is a table I drew. It's a green marker color, a table I drew on another perspective with a vase and flowers on top of the table. So please help me write a prompt describing this to Claude Code so that Claude Code can actually implement this. So now it's writing the prompt, and I'll just have to like paste it into the chat field over here.
I drafted the full prompt based on your 3 annotated snapshots: the red desk items, the blue wall art, and the green table with the vase, and dropped it into your Claude input so you can review it and press return.
And so we end up getting a nice prompt of exactly what we have to do. So I'm attaching 3 annotated snapshots of my Blender scene. Each have hand-drawn markups showing where I want new objects placed. So it says, hey, let's look for these objects via Sketchfab. They must be free. And then we choose the variants, implement these in Blender. So number 1, number 2, number 3. And it also adds to keep everything consistent with the existing minimalistic modern office style and lighting. So we can go ahead and submit this. And so we get our different models. So I can just click on these. This is one of our laptops. This is the mouse. Then we have our coffee mug. Perfect. We have our table, and we have our vase with flowers. And by the way, in Sketchfab, there weren't any free open source posters or artboards that had modern pop art style. So basically Fable just created them with NanoBanana using the Higgsfield MCP. And so now once that scene is finished, we get our laptop. As you can see over here, we have our coffee mug, we have our little mouse. I can zoom out a bit, rotate my perspective, and now we get our pop art over here in the wall. We get our table and our flowers over the table. And so now what I want to do is I want to convert this into a video, right? Let's say 15 seconds long, 3 different scenes. We show 3 different perspectives as well. And we can have some like text overlay over each scene. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Clicky to help us describe something like this so that eventually Claude Code can build out this video for us all in one prompt. So let's go ahead and hit Control and Option at the same time. Hello, Clicky. I am back. This is our scene in Blender, right? It looks like an office. We have our desk here in the middle. We have our table. We have our little artwork over here. Now, what I want to do is I want you to help me write a prompt so that I can paste it into Claude Code. Basically, I want to make a 15-second video with 3 different scenes. The first scene is I go in and I enter through here, through the front, facing the desk, right? It's a slow kind of pan in movement. Then I'm like looking at this side of the room and looking at the artwork. And then I am looking at this side of the room and looking at the flower and the desks. And for each scene, I would like a title and a description to kind of describe each scene. And there should be like a nice smooth transition between each scene as well. So yeah, help me write a prompt for this.
A slow push in through the front entrance facing the desk, then a pan to the wall art side, then the table with the vase and flowers. each with a title and description overlay and smooth transitions between them. It's on your clipboard, ready to paste into Claude Code with Command V.
All right, so now let's just go ahead and paste this into Claude Code. And so it says in my current Blender scene, create a 15-second camera animation at 24 frames per second using Hyperframes, which is another fantastic tool to use when generating videos with AI. I actually have a great tutorial on this. All you need to do to install it is just copy this and paste it to Claude Code if you haven't done that already. But if you want to see like the whole guide, feel free to check out that video. And so it describes the different scenes, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, gives different requirements. And once we read through all of that, we can submit this. And this is the actual final video that we get. And this is how the Hyperframes editor looks like in the Claude browser, where you have all of your different assets, and you can even add captions to your video as well. And now last but not least, you can go into Pinterest, for example, and you can find some video examples like, like this one, where we have like a few different perspectives showing a laptop on a rock. And this is great, if you have a website like a template or a landing page that you want to promote and you want to do like a cool 3D video to kind of showcase that on your website. We can go back into Blender, open a brand new project again, delete this little cube, rename the project, click on Save As, and then I can go ahead and open up Clicky and say, hey, Clicky, right here, there's a video of a kind of like a 3D render of a laptop opening up and showing a website. I'm going to show you the different perspectives of this video. As you can see, it's 13 seconds long, and I want to kind of build something similar. And at the end of this, I would like you to give me a prompt that you can add to my clipboard so I can copy it and paste it into Claude Code. But before that, just look at the different scenes. I'll show it to you right now. So I'm going to show Clicky the different scenes. So here's perspective 1, and here's perspective 2, and here's perspective 3. And then we can just paste that in Claude Code. And again, just review everything just to make sure that everything is correct. So 13-second 3D product animation inspired by a reference video. And we can copy this link and paste that URL over here. Let's see if it actually can see it. Of a laptop opening up to reveal a website. Please build and animate it via the Blender MCP. So we have the scene setup, and we have the different perspectives: 0 to 5 seconds, 5 to 9 seconds, 9 to 13 seconds, and everything described in detail just as that original video looks like. So we can go ahead and submit this. Actually, let's choose Fable 5 and submit this. Now this is the result that we get, and the laptop kind of opens, but it's, as you can see, the screen is in the back. It's not where it's supposed to be. And another thing is that you can see that there's like these craters in the background, and Claude Code actually built this from scratch. So as you can see from the scene, right, this is just like one surface, one kind of terrain, and the Claude Code via the MCP just like created these different craters. But then again, you can use Clicky to help you craft a prompt to fix these different issues. And in this case, it was just one issue, right? With the screen being on the other side. Hey, Clicky, so I'm about to play a video and I'm going to show you certain things that we need to improve. And basically, I want you to help me write a prompt, add it to my clipboard so I can paste it into Claude Code. So I'm pressing play right now. I love how the zoom in looks like, but it should zoom in from the other side. And the screen is in the back side of the laptop. It should actually be on the front side of the laptop.
Camera sweeps in from this side, which lands behind the laptop lid. That's why you're seeing the back of the screen instead of the display. I put a fixed prompt in the composer. It flips the camera to the front side and mirrors the zoom direction. Press return to send it.
All right, that's a very nice visual kind of explanation of what needs to be fixed. So we can go ahead and submit this. All right, and now we get this. This is looking much better. Obviously still a lot to improve, but again, you can go ahead into Sketchfab, find better references for your background, think of different perspectives, and continue iterating on your final outcome. But yeah, guys, if you have any comments or questions about this, please let me know down in the comments below. And like always, thank you all so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.